So, I've been asked to talk about branding. I'm a professor of brand strategy and culture, and I've had a number of clients where I've worked on things such as countries, products, services, whatever. Also worked with some ministries of tourism. For me, branding works whether that's an influencer on Instagram or it's a country. It's just that a country is much bigger and more complicated when it comes to creating a brand. But essentially, it's the same thing. You need an image, you need an identity, and you need a personality. And that personality has to come across more vividly, powerfully than anybody else's. So, especially now, because I'm talking to you through your video, through your smartphone, probably, I have to pop better than anybody else coming through your smartphone, right? So, think about your identity, your image, and your personality and make them dynamic, fun. And I think a key word that I want you to think about is love, right? So it doesn't matter whether you like Bob Marley, Elvis Presley, or the Beatles. Love is always a big topic in songs, right? And I like when Bob Marley said, "Could you be loved and be loved?" Right? So think about where you can show that you love and you're good at loving. And think about how you can get people to love you, right? Really important. So it's a two-way process, but love is at the center of that, right? So if you're thinking about it like this, then this is an emotional approach. An emotional approach means that then you can hit people with facts. If you go the other way around, right, and you hit people with facts and statistics like we have a great infrastructure, we're number one for IT in the region, we have sporting excellence and training facilities, people don't really know what that means unless they link it to emotions, right? So you have to paint a picture in people's minds, and using images, using sounds, using songs, videos. Food is also a good one, right? Think about the top countries, the countries that you probably want to go to. You want to try their cuisine, and you've probably tried their cuisine before you've been to that country before. So if there aren't enough restaurants, food carts, and people don't know what Tata cuisine is like, then you're missing a trick, right? It's what you got to do. Also, top of the mind awareness means that when you're not in the room, what 3 to 5 things do people say about you? So think about your friend, right? Maybe you've got a friend, and I want you to think, what 3 things spring to mind? Maybe they're funny. Maybe they're good at sport. Maybe they're really smart. But those are the things that would help them to build a brand. So speak to people on the street, and speak to people that have been in your country as tourists and people that have never been before, and try and see where the gaps are and try and bring those things close together so that everybody is saying something very similar, right? So those 3 to 5 things. And then you've got to push yourself up the ranking. So if someone's got money in their pocket or time on their side, what do they want to do with that time? Do they want to come and see you guys, or do they want to go to another country? That's really the battle. But social media is there waiting to have you tell your story and to broadcast it. So use social media, use video, interact with people, show them that you care. Really drill down on your image, your identity, and your personality, and the shared experiences and stories of lots and lots of people. And I think, what happened with the Football World Cup was fantastic because you hooked onto the world's biggest occasion, right? And that was a really good opportunity to showcase what Kazan was about. And that was fantastic what you guys did. So it's more of those things. And over time, you start to push the needle towards people being more aware. Your top of the mind awareness is increased, and they get to see your identity, your image, and your personality. But ultimately, you've got to think that if you're going to win at branding, you need 1 or 2 people that are going to just jump out there, right? Because the best brands, from what I can see, they make rules. They break rules. They are trailblazers. They are trendsetters. So don't think that you have to copy everyone else. Find your own identity. Find your own image. Find your own space. Experiment. Do crazy things, right? And then see what happens. And collect the feedback and go back out there and do the same thing again. Because I can honestly say that, once upon a time when I was starting my career, yeah, I probably behaved a lot differently because in my mind I was thinking I have to prove to people how good an employee I am, how hard I am at working. And that meant, getting a haircut, wearing a grey suit, and trying to fit in. But I realised that that wasn't for me and probably wasn't the best use of my skills. The way that I can prove that I'm a good worker is by hitting deadlines, making money, saving money, having qualifications, having people verify from a variety of sources through my network that they know and recognise and vouch and trust for me. Once you get those things, you can take more risks. You can experiment more. So I would say go out there, experiment, try things differently. Even if it means making one or two mistakes. Because you can always say, I'm sorry. Because think about your best friends. When they make a mistake, you love them, right? You forgive them. So, just to wrap up, image, identity, and personality are really important. And doing them again and again and again. So that people remember who you are, what it is that you're about, what you say, what you do, and other people are able to verify and qualify what it is that you're saying. And you keep doing that again and again and again. And, fingers crossed, inshallah, God willing, we're going to win. So, hope that was useful. See you soon. Peace.